Hello everyone, you are welcome to Mathematics Tour. This is Cambridge O-Level Mathematics Paper 2 written in November 2023. There are 10 questions in this paper. If you are seeing this channel for the first time, please kindly subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. Also, like, comment and share this video. I just created a Facebook page named Latest Cambridge Mathematics Solution. The link to join the page is in the description and comment sections below this video. The link to my latest video will always be available on that page. You can always collaborate with me on that page as well. What are you waiting for? Click on the link and let's form a big community. Let's jump into the first question. Question 1. The population of a town is 36,400. 23% of the population are aged 18 and under. Work out the number of people in the town aged over 18. So for the population that are aged 18 and under, you have 23%. Okay, so that means 100 minus 23%, that will be for the people in the town that aged over 18. So that will be 77. So we're going to do 77 over 100, then times the total population 36,400. So this is paper 2. Calculator is allowed, so you can input this into your calculator, then you get the final answer to be 28,028. So that will be the total population. That will be the number of people in the town aged over 18. Part B. In a village, the ratio of ages of the population is under 18, ratio 18 to 60, ratio over 60 is 4 to 11 to 5. Okay. There are 890 people aged over 60. Work out the total number of people in the village aged 60 and under. Okay, so if you say less than 18, that is under 18. Okay, so ratio between 18 and 60. Okay, then ratio those that are over 60, you can write it like this. Then we have the ratio to be 4 to 11, then to 5. Okay, so the total number of people that the population is unknown. Okay, so we can denote that by x. Okay, so but we are told that there are 890 people. Okay, that who aged over 60. Okay, so that means we can do something from here. So that means the total ratio here, the total ratio is equals to 4 add 11 add 5, that is 20. So for those that aged 60, above 60 rather, for those who age above 60, so it will be their ratio, which is 5 over total ratio, which is 20, okay, times x, which is the total population, is equals to 890, as stated here, 890. So from here, you can get the total population here, that is the value of x. And once you do that, it's easy to get the necessary things you need to get. Okay, so let's find the value of x. Okay, so by cross multiplying, so we know that 5 times x is 5x. So we have 5x to be equals to 20 times 890. So if you do this, okay, let's divide both sides by 5 straight away. So that means the value of x, okay, will be equals to 3560. The total number of people in the village that aged 60 and under will be this, okay, this and this. Okay, so we are dealing with ratio 4 and ratio 11. So ratio 4 is meant for under 18, and ratio 11 is meant for between 18 and 60. Okay, so these are the two ratios we need. Okay, so since we know the total population to be 3560, so I can work it up here. So let's go with the first one. So for those that are under 18, so the population will be 4 out of the total ratio 20 multiplied by the total population, which is 3560. If you input this into your calculator, you should get 712. Then for those within 18 and 60, so that is 11. So you have 11 over 20, okay, multiplied by 3560. So this will give you 1958. So our answer is the addition of these two, and that will be 2670. So 2670 people in the village aged 60 and under. Okay, so it involves this and this. Let's go to the next part. Part C. In 2015, the population of a city was this. Roman figure 1. In 2020, the population was this. Calculate the percentage decrease in the population from 2015 to 2020. So for you to calculate the percentage decrease, so you must know the decrease, then divided by the initial population, then multiply by 100%. Okay, so the decrease over initial population, okay, initial population, okay, then multiplied by 100%. So the decrease will be the positive difference between this and this. Okay, so that will be 702 800 minus 678202. Okay, everything over the initial population, which is this 702800, then multiply by 100%. So if you input this into a calculator, okay, you should get the answer straight away, because calculator is allowed. Okay, so first of all, input 702800 minus 678202. The answer you get there, divide it straight away by this denominator, that is 702800. Then the answer you get there, you multiply by 100%. Okay, so that will give you 3.5%. Okay, so Roman figure 2, the population of the city increased by 12%, okay, between 1980 and 2015. Calculate the population of the city in 1980. Okay, so that means at 2015, as stated up there, so the population was 702,800. So 2015 implies 702, okay, 800. So if you scroll up to the previous question, as you can see here, in 2015, the population of a city was this. Okay, so that is 702,800, and we were told that it was increased by 12%. So the implication is that at 112%, you have 702,800. So that is after the increase has been added. Okay, so we want to get the population of the city in 1980, that is before it was increased. So that will be at 100%. Okay, so this is 112%. So it will be what? X. So we want to get the population before the increase. Okay, so and that will be at 100%. Okay, so if you cross multiply, you're going to have 112x to be equals to 702,800 multiplied by 100. Then you can divide both sides by 112 to get the population straight away. So x is the population in 1980, and if you input this into your calculator, so you should get 627,500. That is 627,500. That is the that was the population in 1980. So let's go to the next question. That will be part D. The table shows the population and area of some countries as stated in the table. Work out how many more people live in Bahrain than in Maldives. Give your answer in standard form. Okay, so if you look at Bahrain, it is 1.54, that is this, times 10 to the power of 6. Then Maldives is this. So we need to do 1.54 times 10 to the power of 6, subtract 3.92 times 10 to the power of 5. So we have 1.54 times 10 to the power of 6 minus 3.92 times 10 to the power of 5. Okay, before you can subtract, so the exponent of the power must be the same. That is, you must have 10 to the power of 5 here. You must have 10 to the power of 5 as well here. So to do that, we can say this will be equals to 1.54 times 10 to the power of 1 times 10 to the power of 5. Okay, so I split this into 2. Okay, so if you apply multiplication of indices, 10 to the power of 1 times 10 to the power of 5 will give you 10 to the power of 6. Okay, so we are good to go. Then minus 3.92 times 10 to the power of 5. So I just want to show you how to do this very well. Otherwise, I should have written my answer straight away. So you multiply this and this together. So the decimal point will shift forward once. So that means you're going to have we are going to have 15.4 now times 10 to the power of 5 minus 3.92 times 10 to the power of 5. So this is what you do. So you can now subtract 3.92 from 15.4, okay, and add 10 to the power of 5 because they are similar now. So let me write up here. So we can write it as 15.4 minus 3.92, okay, this times 10 to the power of 5. Just pick one since they are raised to the same power. So if you do this, this will give you 11.48 times 10 to the power of 5. But you cannot leave your answer like this because this is not in standard form. So to be in standard form, the number must be between 1 and 10, okay, with 1 included and 10 excluded. Okay, so we need to write 11.48 standard form. So that will be 1.148 times 10 to the power of 1 times 10 to the power of 5. So if you combine these together, it will be 10 to the power of 6 according to multiplication of indices. So our final answer will be 1.148 times 10 to the power of 6. So Roman figure 2, the population density of a country is the number of people per square kilometer. Okay, so let's say population density PD, okay, it will be equals to population, okay, P over area A. Okay, so that is what we have there. Okay, so which of these countries has the highest population density? Show how you decide. Okay, so you need to calculate the population density of each of these countries. Then you will be able to get the highest one. Okay, so I think because of the table, so let's just do it side by side here. So for the first one, for Bangladesh, okay, it should be 1.63 times 10 to the power of 8, okay, divided by 1480000. So if you do this, so the population density of this should be approximately 1101. Okay, so for Bahrain, so it should be 1.54 times 10 to the power of 6 divided by 760. If you do that, okay, you should get 2026 as the population density. So for Maldives, okay, it will be 3.92 times 10 to the power of 5 divided by 298. Okay, if you do this, you should get 1315. And for Lebanon, okay, it will be 5.30 times 10 to the power of 6 divided by 10,400. So if you do that, you should get 510. You can see that Bahrain has the highest population density. So you can come here and just write Bahrain. Okay. So what you need to do is to do this working, is to show the working, okay, here. Okay. So but because of the table, I just want you to see that, which is pretty easy. So let's go to the next question. So that will be question 2. Question 2. Triangle A, triangle B, and line R are drawn on the grid. Everyone should go on. Write down the equation of line R. Okay, so from here, I see that the value of x is constant and is always 2. Okay, so that means line R is equals to x equals 2. That is the equation of line R. Roman figure 2. Draw the image of triangle A after a reflection in line R. So line R is the mirror line or line of symmetry. So we are going to draw the image of triangle A through it. So this is triangle A. So as the best practice, it's good to always name the points. So I'll name this P, Q, and T because we already have R here. Okay. So if we want to reflect this, we'll count each of these points to the mirror line and reflect it to the other side. So let's start with point P. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be the image of point P, and that will be P prime. Then point Q will be 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. So it should be here, and that will be Q prime. So instead of counting from beginning to this place, we can just count the distance. So this is just one step between them. You should have counted one like this, okay? And instead of us doing the same thing from here, so we can easily count the step here from Q, okay? So we have 1, 2, okay? So that means here we're going to have 1, 2. So that's what we're going to have here, and that will be T prime. So you may want to confirm that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's what you have there. So let's connect the images together, the point of the image together. Okay, you have this, and finally you have this. So this is the image of triangle A after reflection through the points, through the line x equals to 2, that is line R. Okay, part B, describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B, A onto B. Okay, since we've labeled P, Q, and T, okay, so let's label the image that is triangle B. So if you look at point Q, look at point P. Okay, for point P to be point P is here. Okay, and if you look at it very well, it's now here. So the implication is that it was rotated, right, anti-clockwise-ly. Okay, and point Q will be here. So this will be Q prime prime. That's the image because we already have a Q prime here, and P will be here, P prime prime. Okay, so it was rotated anti-clockwise, and T prime prime will be here. So if you look at these two now, you see that it is truly rotation anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so the name of the transformation is rotation, and the direction is anti-clockwise. So we need to find two more things: the angle of rotation and the center of rotation. So the first one we need to find is the center of rotation. So to do this, we need to connect two corresponding points together from the object and the image. So let's take T and T prime prime. That is one pair. Then we'll take a pair of compasses and a ruler. Okay, then we'll bisect that line. Okay, so let's do that now. So if I pick this, then open this, a radius that is more than half of line T, so that is more than half of line T prime prime, then you arc up and down. Okay, so we are good to go like this. Okay, so let's arc up. Okay, and we also arc the other side. Okay, so make sure you draw the arc where the perpendicular bisector will pass through. So you can do this with the same radius, center at point T. So let's scroll up a little bit. Okay, then we intersect the two arcs we drew earlier, this and also this. So we have the first perpendicular bisector. So I can remove this. Then let's join them together. So firstly, I can just draw something like this from here. Okay, and like this. So that's the first one. So let's bisect another line. So in this case, let's take which one? P and P prime prime. So let's connect P and P prime prime together. So this is P and P prime prime. So we're going to bisect this. So where the two perpendicular bisectors meet will be the center of rotation. Okay, so let's pick a pair of compasses again. Center at point P. Okay, then a radius that is a little bit more than half of this line. So we need to extend this a little bit. Okay, I think this is okay. Okay, so we need to draw an arc now. Okay, so let's draw an arc here. So here, you draw it in such a way that the perpendicular bisector will pass through and you don't need to redraw again. Okay, so for this one too, I think I'm good to go here. Okay, with the same radius, center at P prime prime, like this. Okay, so let's turn this. I can easily intersect the first arc here. Okay, so this is, let me put a sign here. So that is the first one. Then you need to arc this one too. Okay, so let's join them together, and that will be the second perpendicular bisector. Okay, you have this against this now. Okay, so it is obvious that they meet here, so at the origin. So you don't need to do the third one, that is for Q and Q prime prime. Okay, so but if you are not sure, you want to be sure, so you can do that. You see that the third one will also pass through the origin. So the center of rotation is the origin. Then to get the angle now, we need to pick a protractor and a ruler. So that will help us a lot. So this is my protractor. I can reduce it. Then I need to pick the ruler. Okay, sorry. So the ruler is here. Okay. So from the object, we have a point, that is point T. Okay. I will put the center of the protractor, okay, at the center of rotation like this. Okay, I can place the center like this. Okay, and 0 on point P. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so maybe I can use point P, you can use point T, you can use point Q. Okay, so let me measure the distance between the center of rotation, and I think I can flip this one like this for you to see clearly. Okay, so this is good. So from the center of rotation, that's the origin, okay, to this point here, I'm using point T now. I'm using point T, so that is about 3. Okay, that's about 3 centimeters. Okay, so now I want to measure the angle now. Okay, and I will transfer it to this side. Okay, so I'll see the line that goes to T prime, that is this particular line here. Okay, I think I should draw another line. Okay, from this T prime prime to the center of rotation. Okay, so that will tell us the angle. Okay, so see what you have here. From what you have here, it is 90 degrees. Okay, you can see the perpendicular, the right angle there. Okay, but that is not enough for us. But if you are conversant with transformation, you should have seen the angle there. Okay, so let's place this one here. Center, okay, at 0. Center of the protractor at the center of rotation, which is the origin. Then 0 at point T, like this. I'm using the inner one. Okay, so if you look at the line that goes to, so from, if you use the inner one, and this is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, you can see that it is at 90 degrees anti-clockwise. Okay, so it's pretty easy to get it like this. So this angle here is 90 degrees. I can just draw this. Okay, so I think I'm okay now. Okay, so the angle is 90 degrees. So let's go down and write. So the name of the transformation is rotation, and it is anti-clockwise 90 degrees, or you may want to say clockwise 270 degrees clockwise. Is still the same as this. Okay, and center 0, 0, or you simply write center origin. Okay, so the center is origin. Okay, so this is what you should write here. For rotation, you have 1 mark. For the angle, you have 1 mark. For the center, you have 1 mark. That makes 3 marks. Okay, so if you are struggling with transformation, I have a playlist that is a series of videos on transformation where I explain this very well, and I solved some questions from 2018, all the transformation questions in 2018, all the transformation questions in 2019 and 2003 respectively. So it's on my channel, so just go there and enjoy yourself. So I promise you won't regret seeing the videos. It was made easy. Okay, so let's go to the next one. That will be question 3. Question 3, the equation of line L is 4y equals to x minus 5. Find the gradient of line L. So we need to rearrange this and compare it with the general equation of a straight line. The general equation of a straight line is given as y equals to mx plus c. Okay, so we need to write this as this. So that will be from here 4y is equals to x minus 5. So we need to divide both sides, or divide through by 4. Okay, by 4, so that y will be equals to 1 over 4x, then minus 5 over 4. So if you compare this with the general equation of a straight line, m is the gradient and 1 over 4 is m. So that means the gradient is equals to 1 out of 4. Round figure 2, find the coordinates of the point where line L crosses the y-axis. Okay, so this is C is the point where the straight line touches the y-axis, and it is equals to minus 5 over 4. So that means the y value, or the value of y, is equals to minus 5 over 4. So to get the corresponding value of it, of course, it must be x must be equals to 0. Okay, because if you have the grid like this now, so once it touches the once the line or straight line touches y-axis here on y-axis, okay, so definitely the value of x must be equals to 0. Okay, it must be equals to 0. So let's try, and alternatively you may want to substitute y here. Okay, so you see that x is equals to 0. You can check that. Okay, I think you can check that. So we already know that y is equals to minus 5 over 4. So into this now, we have 4 into y. That will be minus 5 over 4. Then is equals to x minus 5. So 4 will cancel 4. So we are left with minus 5 equals to x minus 5. So if you bring this one here, you have minus 5 plus 5 equals to x. Of course, you can see x is equals to 0. So you don't need to waste your time and do that. Once you understand the concept, you just put x equals to 0 here, and you have y there as minus 5 over 4. Okay, so part B, A is the point 4, 5, and B is the point minus 2, 8. Find the length of line AB. Okay, so the length of line AB is given as the square root of this. So x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So that is the length of AB. So from here, this is x1 and this is y1. So this is x2 and this is y2. So if you input this there, so we're going to have the length of AB, okay, to be equals to, okay, let's input the values. So x2 is so you have minus 2 minus 4 all squared, that is for x2 minus x1, then plus y2 minus y1, 8 minus 5 all squared, and everything under this radical, that is the square root. So if you simplify this, you get minus 6 squared, okay, plus 3 squared under the radical, and finally you get 36 add 9, which will be equals to square root of 45. And if you input this into your calculator, you should get 6.71 to 3 significant figures. Okay, so Roman figure 2, find the equation of the line AB. Give your answer in the form y equals to mx plus c. So we've already found the, sorry, I was about mentioning the gradients. So this is a new question. We have to find the gradients. Okay, so we have the 2 points and their coordinates respectively there. Okay, so we know our x1, x2, y2, and then y2. Okay, so gradient is denoted by m equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so the value of y2 is already there. So we have 8 minus 5 as y2 minus y1, and we have minus 2 minus 4 for x2 minus x1. So that will be equals to 3 over negative 6. Okay, that will be equals to minus 1 over 2. This is the gradient. So the equation passes through the 2 point AB, so we can pick any one of them. So the general equation for that will be y minus y1 equals to the gradient m into x minus x1. So you may want to say y minus y2 equals to m into x minus x2. So you still get the same answer because the straight line passes through 2 of them. So you can use any of the 2 points. Okay, so if you key in the values, we have y minus 5 equals to the gradient minus 1 over 2 into x minus 4. Okay, x minus 4. Okay, so now let's expand the bracket. So this will give us y minus 5 equals to minus 1 over 2x, the minus and minus plus. Okay, so 4, we're going to have 4 over 2. Okay, so I just want to show you, I could have written 1 over 2 straight away, but I just want you to see what I could have written 2 rather. I just want you to see what how that will occur. Okay, so this will be y minus 5 equals to minus 1 over 2x plus 2. Okay, so we can now rearrange now. If we do this so y will be equals to minus 1 over 2 plus 2, then negative 5 goes to the right hand side and becomes positive 5. So finally we have y to be equals to, so x is missing here, okay, minus 1 over 2x, okay, plus 7. So that is the equation of that straight line. Okay, so y equals to minus 1 over 2x, then plus 7. So let's go to the next question. So that should be question 4. Question 4. These are the first 5 terms of a sequence. So if you observe very well, you see that it is add 7. That's the term to term rule. Add 7. Add 7. Find the next term of the sequence. So the next term will be 33 add 7. That will be 40. Find an expression for the nth term of the sequence. Okay, so we'll say the nth term is equals to the term to term rule, 7 multiplied by n, that is 7n. Then let's check. When n is equals to 1, you have 7 times 1, 7, but we have 5 here. So let's see, when n is equals to 2, we have 7 times 2, that is 14, but we have 12 here. So let's do one more term. So when n is equals to 3, 7 times 3, that's 21, but we have 19. So it is obvious that we need to subtract 2 here. That is when the nth term will be good for this sequence, right? So let's check now. When n is 1, 7 times 1, 7. Okay, 7 minus 2, you have 5. When n is 2, 7 times 2, 14. 14 minus 2, you have 12. So this is the nth term. So we have 7n minus 2. Roman figure 3. Tk and tk plus 1 are consecutive terms of the sequence. The sum of these two terms is 703. Find the value of k. Okay, so now what we need to do here is very simple. We already have the nth term. So the nth term was calculated or was found to be 7n minus 2. So we need to find the term, the k term. Okay, so that means tk now. Okay, so it's equals to, instead of you having, okay, in order to make it clearer, so I can write it to be tn now. Okay, so that it will be very clear to you. So we need to get the k term now. So that means tk now will be equals to 7k minus 2. Okay, so because if I put nth term there, that may be somehow confusing. Okay, but I think it's okay now. So this is the first one. So the second one, which is the second term, will be t. I want to find the k plus 1 term. Okay, so that will be equals to k. Sorry, so that will be equals to 7k plus 1, like this. So this is this represents or replace the n. Okay, there, then minus 2. So this is what you have here. So these two, okay, when you add them together, okay, so you should get 703 according to the statement. So that is tk plus 1 should be equals to 703, and the tk is 7k minus 2. Okay, then we have what's it called, tk plus 1 term will be plus 7 into bracket k plus 1. Okay, then let's minus 2. Okay, then equals to 703. So let's expand the bracket. We have 7k minus 2 plus 7k plus 7. If you expand this bracket by 7, then minus 2 equals to 703. Okay, so we have 7k add 7k, that will be 14k, negative 2, negative 2, that will be negative 4, then positive 7. Okay, then equals to 703. So this and this, so we have 4k, then plus 3 equals to 703. So let's collect like terms. So I can write down here 14k will be equals to 703 minus 3. We have 14k equals to 700. Divide both sides by 14. Okay, and the value of k should be 50. Okay, so that is the value of k. So let's go to the next part. That's part B. An expression for the nth term of a different sequence is this. Okay, So that means nth term, okay, is equals to n squared plus an plus b. Of course, for the nth term, you want to use tn like this, no troubles, okay, but I'm used to this. Okay, so the first term, okay, that is when n is 1, the first term will be equals to, when n is 1 squared, that's 1, okay, plus a times 1, a plus b. So this is the first term and is equals to 3. So that means this one is equals to 3. So this is the first equation. Let's keep this. So the third term, that is when n is equals to 3, okay, it will be 3 squared, that is 9, plus 3 times a, that will be 3a plus b, okay, and is also equals to 19. So let's take note of these two. This is the second equation, okay. So find the sixth term of the sequence, okay. We need to solve these two simultaneously, okay. But let's rewrite this one. We have a plus b to be equals to 3 minus 1, because this one goes to the right hand side and becomes negative. So I have 3 minus 1, that will be 2, okay. So I'll call this equation 1. So let's rearrange this one too. I have 3a plus b, 3a plus b to be equals to 9 goes to the right hand side and becomes negative. 19 minus 9, that will be 10. So this will be equation 2. So solving these two equations simultaneously using elimination method, okay. So I want to eliminate b, so it will be minus 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 here. So a minus 3a, that will be minus 2a. So b is eliminated. Then 2 minus 10, that will be minus 8. Let's divide both sides by negative 2, okay, so that a will be equals to positive 4. So that's the value of a. Then we need to get the value of b from equation 1. Since equation 1 is a plus b equals to 2 and a is already 4, okay, then plus b is equals to 2. So that means b will be equals to 2 minus 4. Then b is equals to negative 2. So that is the value of b. Now that we know the values of a and b, it's easy to get the required term, which is the sixth term. Okay, so the sixth term will be when n is equals to 6. So don't forget that this is our nth term up here. This particular one is the nth term. So I'll say the sixth term will be equals to n squared. N is equals to 6. It will be 6 squared, then plus a is equals to 4. That will be 4n. Okay, then plus b is equals to minus 2. So let's do this very well. So 6 squared is 36. Okay, oh sorry, I didn't substitute for n here. N is 6 here, so I can easily remove this. It will be 4 into 6 because n is equals to 6. So that will be plus 24. Then plus and minus combine together to become negative. That will be minus 2. So you have 36 add 24 minus 2. So your answer should be 58. Okay, so that is what you get here. So you may want to write the answer here. Just put 58 here. So let's go to the next question. That should be question 5. Question 5. This is part of a bus timetable. Work out how long the bus takes to get from the town square, okay, town square to the business park. Okay, so the business park will be here. This is the starting point, and then the town square is this 630. So we just have to say, let's write here, that is 716, okay, minus 630. Okay, so this is hour and this is minute. So of course 16 minutes cannot 30 cannot be subtracted from 16 minutes. So we borrow an hour from 7 hours. So that will be left with 6 hours. Okay, then 1 hour is 60 minutes. 60 add 16, that will be 76. So 76 minus 30, that should be 46. Of course 6 minus 6 is 0. So that means we have 46 minutes there. Roman figure 2. Tom arrives at the railway station at 7:12. He gets on the next bus to the airport. Find the time he arrives at the airport. Okay, let's go back to the table. So railway, he got to the railway at 7:12. Okay, so this is railway. So 7:12 is in between these. Okay, so you can only join this bus. So if he joins this bus at 7:28, okay, so he's going to get to the airport, okay, by this time. Okay, that is 8:15. Okay, so that will be the time you will get to the airport. Okay, so 8:15, that's right, 0815 here. Part B, 160 workers at the business park are asked the time taken in minutes for their journey to work. The results are shown in the cumulative frequency diagram. Okay, so what do we need to do here? Okay, so let's say the question. Okay, use the diagram to estimate the number of workers whose journey took less than 30 minutes. Okay, so less than 30 minutes, we will need to be moving to and fro because of the diagram and the question, the chart and the diagram. Okay, so for 50 minutes, let's see, we need to trace this up like this. I think I can draw from here. Okay, let's see the question again. The number of workers whose journey took less than 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes. Okay, so less than 30 minutes will be this particular line. Let's draw it to the grid, to the curve is here. So the value of a line here will be, let's see, 20 divided by 5, that is 4. So a line is 4. Okay, so how many lines do you have from here to here? So because the equivalent will be here now to this, sorry, from here we want to get the corresponding value here. Okay, good. So this is 5, 10 and 14. So that is 14 lines. So it will be 4 times 14 lines. Okay, will give us the necessary answer there. So that will be 56. Okay, so that means here the number of workers who journey took less than 30 minutes will be what? Will be 56. So when we go to the interquartile range, so the interquartile range will be Q3 minus Q1. So where Q1 equals to 1 over 4 times n, the total population, and we have 160 people there. So it should be 1 over 4 times 60 for Q1, and that will be 40. So we'll go to where it is 40. Okay, then for Q3 it will be 3 over 4 times n, that's times 160. Okay, so this one I wrote 60 here, so it should be 160. It has been corrected. So this should be 160 again. So of course 4 here 1, 4 here will give you 40 again. So 3 times 40 will give you 120. Okay, so you have 120. So we need to get the corresponding minutes, okay, for these two. When it is 40, what is the minute? When it is 120, what is the minute? Then we'll find the difference. So let's go back to the grid. Okay, so for when you have n to be 40, so that is this particular one here. So let's draw. For 40, you draw to the curve, then it will be this one here. So yes, so this is this spot here. Okay, so a value of line here is 2. So this is 20, 22, 24. Okay, so for 40 it implies 24 minutes. Okay, then the other one for 120, 120. Yeah, trace it to the grid again, this particular one, and you trace it down here. Okay, so this is 52, 54. Okay, so when it is 120, it implies 54 minutes. Okay, so the interquartile range will be 54 minutes for Q3 minus 24 minutes for Q1, so that would be 30 minutes. Okay, so let's go to Roman figure 3. The percentage of workers whose journey took longer than 1 hour. Okay, so longer than 1 hour, it means longer than 60 minutes. So let's go back to the grid and scroll down. Okay, so 60 minutes will be here. Let's trace this. Okay, then let's trace it to this one here. So this particular one, sorry. So that means you have this value here. Okay, but we are interested in those. So this will be exactly 60 minutes. These people here, that is 100 and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that is 4 times. The value of a line here is 4. 4 times 3, that is 12. So 12 plus 120, 132. So that means for exactly 1 hour is here is 132. But we need those that spend more than. So there are these people from here up to this spot here. So that will be 160 minus 132. So that is the number of people that spent or took more than 1 hour. Okay, so let's go back to the question. So it's going to be 160 minus 132. So these are the people whose journey took more than an hour, that is 60 minutes, over the total, which is 160 times 100%. Okay, so this will give us 28 over 160 times 100%. You can input this into your calculator and you should get 17.5%. So part C, Chen's journey to work is a distance of 37 kilometers. Correct to the nearest kilometers. Okay, this is the degree of accuracy. Then his journey on Monday takes 43 minutes. Okay, correct to the nearest minute. This is the degree of accuracy as well. Calculate the lower bound of the average speed for this journey. Give your answer in kilometers per hour. So this is very important. So ordinarily, we know that the average speed, okay, average speed, that is AS, be equals to the total distance, okay, over time taken. Okay, but here we want to calculate the lower bound of the average speed. Okay, so the lower bound of the average speed will be equals to lower bound, that is LB, of the total distance, okay, over upper bound, because we want to get lower bound of it, so we have to divide by the upper bound so that it becomes smaller. That's just the trick. Okay, so it will be upper bound of what? Of the time. So this is the formula we are going to use. So now let's calculate the lower bound and upper bounds for each of these parameters. Okay, so let's start with distance. Okay, for distance, okay, I'll just draw a table like this. So I have the upper bound here, I have the lower bound here. So since the distance is 37 kilometers, so the upper bound will be 37 plus something, and the lower bound will be 37 minus something. So that something has to do with the degree of accuracy. It is to the nearest kilometer, that is 1. So the degree of accuracy should be divided by 2. So that means we're going to have 0.5. So the something now is 0.5. So the upper bound of the distance will be 37.5. The lower bound will be 36.5. Okay, so of course we need the lower bound. So that means it is equals to 36.5 here from the formula. So let me write it there, over. Then I have to get the upper bound of the time. So for time, we can do the same thing. Okay, so the time will also be 43 minutes. So the lower bound, so let me remove this to have space. Okay, so the lower bound, the upper bound will be here, the lower bound will be here. So the upper bound will be 43 plus something, then lower bound will be 43 minus something. So that something has to do with the degree of accuracy, which is also to the nearest minute, which is 1. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So it will be that something is now 0.5, 0.5. So this will give me 43.5, and this will give me 42.5. So we need the upper bound, which is this. So it will be 36.5 divided by 43.5. Okay, so this will be in kilometer, and this will be in minutes. Okay, so but we are asked to leave the answer in kilometers per hour. So that means we need to convert 43.5 minutes to hour. So to do that, you divide by 60. So let's say it's equals to 36.5 kilometers, okay, over 43.5 divided by 60 now will now be in hour. Okay, so if you input this, first of all, so you have to do 43.5 divided by 60. So you get 0.725. Okay, I think I can do it here for you. You have 36.5 divided by 0.725. So if you divide this by this, okay, so it should be 50.3 to nearest to 3 significant figures. Okay, so that is 50.3 kilometers per hour. So that is how you treat a question like this. Question 6. ABCD is a rectangle with area 30 centimeters squared. AB is equals to x centimeters. Then rectangle DEFG is removed from the corner of the rectangle ABCD. AE is equals to CG equals to 2 centimeters. So that is, here is 2 centimeters. So here is also 2 centimeters. Then write down an expression for BC in terms of x. So to get BC now, so you need to get the length of this rectangle. Okay, so we know that the length, the area of a rectangle is length times breadth, and we already know that the width is, or the breadth is x. Okay, so that means, and we are also given the area to be 30 centimeters squared. So if you key in the values, that is for area to be 30, and length is what we want to get, times the breadth, x. Okay, so that means L is equals to 30 over x. Okay, so that will be the expression for BC in terms of x. So we see that L is equals to 30, or simply 30 over x. Okay, so let's remove this. So that would be 30 over x. Then part B, show that the shaded area y centimeter squared is given by this. Okay, so to get the area of the shaded portion, so you have to calculate the area. You have to subtract the area of this rectangle EDGF. You subtract it from the area of rectangle ABCD, then you'll be left with the area of the shaded portion. Okay, so since we've been given the area of rectangle ABCD to be 30 centimeters squared, so we are okay with that. So the next thing is to calculate area of rectangle DEFG. The area of the rectangle DEFG will also be length times breadth. So ED is the length and is the same as FG. Okay, so DG and EF are also equal, so you can say they are the breadth. Okay, so from the given information, so we know that AB is equals to x, and from here to here, so that means DC will also be x. but we know that GC is already given as 2, so that means DG will be x minus 2. Okay, so the breadth here will be x minus 2, so this place will also be x minus 2. Also, we know that BC is 30 over x, that's the whole length. Okay, and we know that AD is also 30 over x, but AE is already 2 centimeters, so we need to subtract 2 centimeters from the whole length, so that will give us the length ED. So the length here will be equals to 30 over x minus 2. So this is what we are going to get. Okay, so now let's use that to get the area of the rectangle that was removed. Okay, so it will be the area will be equals to the length is 30 over x minus 2. Okay, I can put it in a bracket, that's the length. Then the breadth is x minus 2 as explained earlier. So we can expand this. Okay, so we can open the bracket here. So 30 over x times x, so we'll be left with 30. Then minus 30 over x times 2, that will be minus 60 over x. The minus 2 times x minus 2x, the minus 2 times minus 2, that will be plus 4. So that is the expression there. Okay, so we can now combine 30 and 4, so that will be 30 add 4, that will be 34 minus 60 over x, then minus 2x. So this is the area of the rectangle that was removed. Okay, so to get to the area of the shaded portion now, okay, it will be area of the shaded portion will be equals to area of the whole rectangle, which is given as 30 centimeters squared, minus area of the rectangle that was removed. Okay, so we can put this one in bracket, 34 minus 60 over x minus 2x. Okay, so if we expand the bracket, we have 30 minus 34, then plus 60 over x, then plus 2x. So this is what we're going to get here. So and 30 minus 34 will give us minus 4 plus 60 over x plus 2x. So if we rearrange, it will be equals to 2x. Okay, then plus 60 over x, then minus 4. So we are able to show this now. Can you see we have 2x plus 60 over x minus 4, and we got that. Okay, so that means we are good to go. So let's go to the next part. So that will be question 6c. Complete the table for y equals to 2x plus 60 over x minus 4. Okay, write your answer correct to one decimal place. So what you need to do is to pass or substitute 14 into this equation. So that will leave you with 2 into 14 plus 60 over 14, then minus 4. Okay, so if you do this, 2 times 14 is 28, then 60 divided by 14 will give you about 4.3, then minus 4. So 4.3 minus 4 will leave you with 0.3. So that means the answer is 28.3. So 28.3. Okay, and you can input this into your calculator and get your answer straight away. So you input this into your calculator and you get your answer straight away. So part D, draw the graph of y equals to 2x plus 60 over x minus 4 for 2 is less than or equals to x and x is less than or equals to 14. Okay, so we already have the table of values. Okay, when x is equals to 2, y is equals to 30. So you need to know the value of a line here. So we have 16 to 18. Okay, so the gap is 2. Okay, then how many lines do you have there? 5. So you divide 2 by 5. That will be 0.4. So that means the value of a line here is 0.4. So here we have 2 to 4, the gap is also 2, and we have 10 lines. So the value of a line along the x-axis is 0.2. Okay, so that will always help you. Now that we have want to plot 2 against 30, so x equals to 2 is here, then y is equals to 30, so this is 24. Okay, so 30, okay, this is 28, 30 is here. Okay, sorry, we have 2 to 30, so this will be a point here, 2 against 30. Then the next one will be 3 against 22. Okay, so 3 will be the middle, then against 22 it will be this one here. Okay, so the next one will be 4 against 19, so this is 4 here, then 19 will be, this is 18. Okay, so 19 will be the middle, so here, stay at the middle here. Then the next one is 6 against 18, 6 against 18, so it's here. Okay, so the next one is 8 against 19.5, 8 against 19.5, so the middle here is 19, then 0.5 can go up a little bit in between the line, so that is 8 against 19.5, then 10 against 22, 10 against 22, so it will be here. Okay, so the next one will be 12 against 25, 12 against 25, it will be middle of 24 and 26, so it will be here, so that is it. Then the next one will be 14 against 28.3, so 14 against 28.3, so it should be it's not up to this one because the line is 0.4, that will be 28.4. okay, you can just stay very close, okay, to this line, that is 14 against 28.3. okay, so I'll need to join these points together, then I'll show you the output. So this is the rough sketch of it. So if you are drawing yours, you can make use of your French curve. Part E, the shaded area is 24 centimeter squared. The length of AB is less than the length of BC. Use your graph. Okay, so you must use the graph, okay, to find the dimensions of rectangle ABCD. So don't forget that this curve is the area of the shaded portion. This is the formula for the area of the shaded portion from the diagram here. Look at it. So this is y equals to 2x plus 60 over x minus 4. That is the expression for the shaded area. And of course, we have sides AB and BC to be part of the shaded area, and AB is x, and of course AB is less than BC as we were told. So what we need to do is to go to the grid. Okay, so since we are told that the shaded area is 24 centimeters squared and this curve represents the area of the shaded portion, then we need to draw a line at y equals to 24 centimeters squared here. So we'll draw a line like this. Okay, so where it touches the curve, okay, that is the point where this line touches the curve, okay, will be the values of x, that is here and here. Okay, so the first one will be this. We can trace this one down. Okay, so from this spot, so we pick something like this, trace it here. Okay, then another one will be this one here. Okay, so you trace it down, so you get the value of x from here. Okay, so you get the measurement there, the dimension from there. So the first one will be, this is 2. Don't forget the value of a line here is 0.2. So we have 2, then 1, 2, 3. That is 0.6 plus 2. So it will be 2.6 for this one. And for this this will be how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 0.2 times 6, that is 1.2. So that is 11.2. So the value here is 11.2. 11.2. So these are the two values, okay, we're going to get here for the value of x. So we can write the dimensions to be 2.6, okay, 2.6 by 11.2, okay. So this will be the dimension 2.6 by 11.2, okay. So don't forget that the curve is not that smooth because I only sketch it, okay. So it may affect the result a little bit, but nevertheless what you should get should be very close to this. And I think if you should multiply this by this, okay, so you should get a number very close to the area of the rectangle ABCD given as 30 centimeters squared, okay. So this, the product of this and this should be very close. So this is how we use the graph to find the dimension, okay. So the next thing is question 7. So simplify 7a minus 4b minus 2a plus b. So this and this will give us 5a, okay. Then this and this will give us minus 3b. So we can write 5a minus 3b as our answer here. Then part B, expand and simplify. So we need to expand this. So this and this will give us 6x minus 9 plus 5x plus 10. So 6x and 5x, that will be 11x, okay. Then minus 9 plus 10, that will be plus 1. So we have 11x plus 1. Then part C, solve this quadratic equation and give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So from here, using quadratic formula, a is equals to 6, b is equals to negative 2, then c is equals to negative 9, and we have x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything over 2a. So this is the quadratic formula, and that will be equals to minus b will be minus 2 plus or minus square root of, so let's key in the values, minus 2 squared minus 4 into 6 into minus 9, that is 4ac, everything over 2a, that is 2 into 6, as a is equals to 6. So this and this will combine together to become positive, okay. So that means, okay, let's scroll down a little bit. I can write x equals to plus 2 plus or minus, so square root of, okay, we can simplify this. So this will give us 4 plus that's minus 2 squared is 4, okay. So let's write that again, 4. Then this and this will combine together. Minus 4 times 6 times negative 9 will be positive, okay. So then it will give you 216, the product of the three numbers, okay. Then over 12. So this will be equals to 2 plus square root of 4 plus 216. So that will add up to 220 over 12, okay. So plus or minus, minus is missing here. Then if you do this, it will give you 2 plus or minus about 14.83, then over 12. So we can now split it into 2 now by saying x is equals to 2 plus 14.83 divided by 12, okay. So this will give you the value of x will be 1.40, that is one value, okay. So if you take the negative 1, it will be x equals to that is 2 minus 14.83 over 12. So if you do this again, so you get the value of x will be equals to minus 1.07, okay. So that means the values of x are minus 1.07 and x equals to 1.40. 0. So that is how to solve that question. So I think we can go to, okay, there is a part D. In part D, write as a single fraction in its simplest form. So this will be x over 4. You change the sign of division to multiplication and you flip the decimal. So that will be y over 2. Okay, it will be xy over 8. So that will be the final answer, xy over 8. Then for the Roman figure 2, the LCM of x minus 5 and then 2x plus 1 will be the product of the two expressions, x minus 5 into 2x plus 1. Okay, so this denominator divided by x minus 5, so that will leave us with 2x plus 1 multiplied by 3. We have 3 into 2x plus 1. So similarly, this denominator, the LCM divided by 2x plus 1, will leave us with x minus 5 times 7. That will be 7 into x minus 5. So if you expand this bracket, you get 6x plus 3 minus 7x plus 35. Okay, and if you do this, plus 3 and 35 will give you plus 38, and 6x minus 7x will give you minus x. So that means we have 38 minus x over x minus 5 into 2x plus 1. So this will be our final answer, and you may want to expand the denominator, no problem, to be in quadratic form. There's no problem, but I will leave my answer as 38 minus x over x minus 5 into 2x plus 1. Okay, so I think that's the end of that question. So this should be question 8 now. Question 8, a group of 40 children are each asked how many books they read last month. The table shows the results. Okay, so write down the mode. So the mode is 1 as it appears 11 times. So the mode is 1. Find the median. So the median will be 40 out of 2. Okay, that will be the 20th term. Okay, so it will be the middle one. So let's see, 7 add 11, that will be 18. So the 20th will fall in this region, okay, in this group, and that means the median is 2. So the median is 2. So calculate the mean. So to calculate the mean, you have to find the product of this. So this will be 0 times 7, that will be 0. So this will be 1 times 11, 11, 2 times 9, 18, 3 times 5, 15, 4 times 6, 24, 5 times 2, 10. Okay, so you have to add these numbers together, okay, and if you do so, you should get 78. That should be the total, and the sum of the frequencies is 40 already, because we have 40 children, so it's easy now. So the mean denoted by this sign is equals to the total, which is 78 divided by 40. Okay, so this will give us 1.95. So that will be the mean, 1.95. So Roman figure 4, one of the 40 children is chosen at random. Find the probability that this child read 4 or more books. Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. Okay, so if you say 4 or more books, so let's see, 4 or more books. So that means we have this one here. So that is 6 and 2. We add them together, divided by the total. So that means we have 6 plus 2 over 40. So that will be 8 over 40. 8 here once, 8 here 5. 1 over 5. At B, there are 10 books on a shelf. 7 of the books are fiction and 3 are non-fiction. So we can say, okay, out of the 10 books, okay, so we can write F for fiction and NF for non-fiction, and there are 7 and 3 respectively. So Sanjay takes a book from the shelf at random, looks at it and replaces it. He then takes another book from the shelf at random, looks at it and replaces it. find the probability that one book is fiction and the other book is non-fiction. So this is selection with replacement. Okay, so we want to find the probability that one book is fiction, that is F, and the other is non-fiction. So this can occur in two ways. So it can be fiction first, then non-fiction next. Okay, or it could be non-fiction first, then fiction next. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, so the probability will be equals to, okay, fiction first, so that is 7 out of 10. Okay, so don't forget that when it looks at it, it replaces it, so that means our total remains 10. Okay, and that is multiplication. Non-fiction is 3. Okay, and the total remains 10. Okay, so this is one way, or means addition. Then non-fiction, it will be 3 out of 10, then times 7 out of 10 for fiction. Okay, so instead of you doing it like this, you can just say one way multiplied by 2. Okay, you still get the same answer. So here will be 7 times 3, 21. So then we're going to have 21 over 100 plus 21 over 100. So that will be 42 over 100, and you can simplify that to 21 over 50. Okay, so the probability is 21 over 50. Okay, if you just do only one way multiplied by 2, so you have 2 into bracket 21 out of 100. Okay, so then just have 2 here ones, 2 here 50. Okay, you can see that you still get the same answer. I just have to show you this. Okay, Roman figure 2, Mona takes 3 books from the 10 books on the shelf at random without replacement. Find the probability that only one of the books she takes is fiction. Okay, so in this case, we're going to have 3 ways. Okay, so this is done without replacement. Okay, so we have the total to be 10, and she picks, or she takes 3 books. So I want to find the probability that only one of the books she takes is fiction. Okay, so that means the first one is fiction, and the second is non-fiction, and the third is non-fiction. So this is one way. So or, which is plus, the first one is non-fiction, then the second one is fiction, and the third one is non-fiction. So that is the second way. So the third way will be, the first one will be non-fiction, and the second one will also be non-fiction, and the third one is fiction. Okay, so these are the 3 possible ways Mona can take the books. Okay, so let's do this now. Don't forget, it is without replacement. So for fiction, it will be 7. Okay, 7 out of 10. So 1 is gone, so the total remains 9. For non-fiction, we are selecting the first one. Okay, so it's going to be times 3 out of 9 now. So we have selected 2. Okay, so that means the total is 8. Okay, and we have selected 1 from non-fiction before, so we are selecting again, so it will be times 2 over 8. So if you look at this very well, so this is what we're going to have for 3 of them. So you can just multiply by 3, but let's complete what we started. But in case of time, so it is better to do only one and multiply by 3 ways. Okay, so that will be very easy for you, and it saves you time. Okay, so plus this one, we're going to have another one, non-friction 3 over 10 times friction, that is 7 over 9, then times non-friction 2 over 8. You can see that we still have the same thing. Okay, so plus non-friction 3 over 10 times non-friction 2 over 9, then times friction 7 over 8. So in each case, or in each way, we have 7 times 3, 21, 21 times 2, that is 42. Okay, then over 9 times 10, that is 90. 90 times 8, 9 times 8, 72, that's we have 720. Okay, plus 42 over 720 plus 42 over 720. You can see that all these are just repetition. Okay, so the easiest way is to do for only one way and multiply by only one and multiply by 3 ways. Okay, so if you add this together, so your answer will be 7 over 40 because these three add up to 126 over, then the common denominator, we just pick it, and this will reduce to 7 over 40. Okay, or as a decimal you can leave it as 0.175, so 0.175 as decimal, or 7 over 40. Okay, so that is the end of question 8. I think we can go to question 9 now. Okay, question 9. The diagram shows a triangular prism. AB is equals to 6 centimeters, angle BAC equals to 55 degrees, and the length of the prism is 20 centimeters. The area of the triangle ABC, that is one of the cross-section areas, okay, is 34.4 centimeters squared. Calculate the volume of the prism. Give the unit of your answer. Okay, so the volume of the prism will be the cross-section area multiplied by the length L. So in this case, we have the cross-section area, which is the area of the triangle ABC, okay, to be 34.4. Okay, so 34.4 multiplied by the length, which is 20. Okay, so this will give us 688. Okay, so this will be 688, and the unit will be cube centimeter or centimeter cube. Okay, so that's the answer. Remember 2, show that AC is equals to 14.0. Correct the three significant figures. AC, that is this side here. Okay, so we want to show that it is 14.0. So to do this, so we have to use the area of a triangle. So because the area of a triangle is given as 34 the area of the triangle ABC is given as 34.4 centimeters squared, and we can use this formula since we have an angle and we are dealing with two sides. So that means we can say that the area of triangle ABC, okay, area of triangle ABC is equals to AB times AC, okay, then times sine theta, the angle there, everything divided by 2. Okay, so this is what we're going to use to prove that. So the area is given as 34.4, and equals to AB is 6, okay, times AC is what we're looking for, times sine, I think sine 55, that's the angle, then over 2. So if you do this, 2 here 1, 2 in 6, 3, so we are left with 34.4 equals to 3AC, then times sine 55. So we can divide both sides by 3 sine 55 to get AC directly. So that means we're going to have 34.4 divided by 3 times sine 55. That will give us AC. So if you do this, you will get the value of AC to be equals to 13.997 is equals to AC. Then to 3 significant figures, you have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is your decider. It tells you to round up, and it becomes 1. 1 plus 9, that will be 10. You write 0, you add the remainder here, you add the whole one here, so that will be 14.0. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Calculate the surface area of the prism. So to calculate the surface area of the prism, so you need to get the area of the base of this prism. So the area of the two cross-section sides, okay, that is the two triangles, this and this, that is 3 shapes now. Then area of the two side rectangles, okay, by the side, okay, this and this, okay. So that's what we need to do. Okay, but before then, we're going to need BC. So it is very important for us to get BC. Don't forget that this place AC is 14.0 now. So we can use cosine rule. okay, to get BC. So I'll be pretty straightforward there. So it will be BC is equals to AB squared then plus AC squared. Okay, that is these two sides. Okay, AB and AC. Okay, so then minus 2 into AB into AC then cos theta. That's the angle there. So square root of everything. So I'll just key in the values. So we're going to have here to be, I think, 6 squared. Yes, let's write that because of the radical. We have 6 squared plus AC, that's 14 squared minus 2 into 6 into 14, that is multiplication, then cos 55 degrees. Okay, so everything under radical. So if you input this into your calculator, so you should get the value of BC to be equals to 11.65. Yes, you should get 11.65 centimeters. Okay, now we can now start to calculate the area of the shape now. Okay, so the first one, we already know the area of the two cross section sides. Okay, that is ABC. So that would be for 1. Okay, so the area, let's write 1. Okay, the area of the cross sections. Okay, so that will be 2 times 34.4. So that will be equals to 68.8 centimeters squared. Okay, so that's for the first two shapes. Okay, then we need to calculate the area of the base. Okay, rectangle. So that is 14 times 20. So that's the second one. So number 2, area of the base, or the base area. So that would be 14 times 20. 14 times 20, and that would be 280 centimeters squared. So we have 3 shapes now. We are left with 2. Okay, so we just calculate area of the rectangle BC. Okay, let's say BC. Let's name this one DE. Okay, so already that would be BC times CD. So, and we just calculate, we just found BC to be 11.65. So it will be 11.65 times 20. So the third one to be area of the rectangle BCDE. Okay, so that will be 11.65 times 20. So if you input that into a calculator, you should get 233 centimeters squared. Okay, so we have 4 shapes now. We're left with 1. Don't forget, this one is for 2 shapes. So 3, 4. Okay, so this is the 5th shape we are finding. Okay, and that will be this one. Now I think we can label that as a, let's see, BAE. So let's put F here. BAEF, the other triangle by the side. Okay, the length is 20 and then the breadth is 6. So we can use that to calculate it. Okay, so that will be the first one, the 5th one rather. So area of the rectangle VAFE will be equals to 20 multiplied by 6. That will be 120 centimeters squared. So we have to add this, and this together to get the surface area of the prism. Okay, and that will give you 702 centimeters squared. So that is how to deal with that. So let's go to part B. The diagram shows a cuboid with a square base. The height of the cuboid is 8 centimeters. The volume of the cuboid is 98 centimeter cube. Calculate PQ. So that's the diagonal. Okay, so what you need to do, you can draw a line like this from here to this place. You can draw this line. So what we need to find is this side, that is the diagonal I just drew. I can say M, PM for instance. Okay, so that side, okay, will help us. And Once we get that side, so we can use our Pythagoras theorem, because this is going to form a right angle. Okay, then we can use Pythagoras theorem to find the length of PQ. Okay, so but we have information here. We have some information here. The height of the cuboid. Okay, this is the base is a square, and we are given the volume. Okay, so that means the volume, okay, is equals to the cross section area multiplied by the length between the two cross sections. Now that is 8. So from there you can calculate the area of this cross section. Okay, so the volume is given as 98. Then we can get the cross section area. Okay, so by dividing both sides by 8, so that means the cross section area, which is the area of the square base. Okay, so that will be 12.25 centimeters squared. So that is the area of the square, or the cross section area. So since we know the area of this now, that is everything here, so we'll give you the area of this base. Now don't forget that the area of a square equals to length times length. Okay, that means we can get the value of a length here. So that means the area, so which is equal to area equals to L squared, and L will be equals to square root of the area. So L equals to square root of the area. So that means a length here, L, will be equals to square root of area of the square is 12.25. So when you do this, you get the area, the length to be equals to 3.5 centimeters. So that will be the length of this. So the implication is that this is 3.5. This is 3.5. Okay. So from this now we can get the length PM. Okay. So the length PM, using Pythagoras theorem again, this is another right angle. Okay, so using Pythagoras theorem again, so PM will be equals to square root of 12.25. That is what we are going to come back and get again. Okay, so that is one way. Then if you get this, then we cannot combine this and this together. That is the PM and then MQ to get your PQ. Okay, so but instead of us doing it bit by bit, so we can do it straight away. Okay, so let's just put everything there. So the PQ now, it will be PM. Okay, so PQ, okay, squared. Okay, let's say PQ equals to square root of PM squared plus MQ squared. Okay, that is using Pythagoras theorem. So PQ is hypotenuse equals to square of the sum of the other two sides. Okay, but PM is not given, but I can get it from this base. So instead of writing PM now, so I can now put these two there, because PM is equals to square of this plus square of this. So I can write 3.5 squared plus 3.5 squared, that is PM. Okay, so that will be PM squared. Okay, so if I do that, then plus MQ now, so which is 8 squared. MQ is 8, which is 8 squared. So if you input this into a calculator straight away, you should get 9.41 centimeters as the value of your PQ. That is pretty easy. Okay, so let's go to the last question. That is question 10. Question 10. The diagram shows a circle center O with the diameters AC and BD. Show that triangle OAB is congruent to triangle ODC. Give your reason for each statement you make. Okay, so if you look at this and this, they are equal. So that is they are both radii. Then this and this are also equal. They are both radii. Then the angle here and the angle here are also equal. So they are vertically opposite angle. They are seen in letter X like this. Okay, this and this, also this and this. Okay, so what we have side, we have angle, and we have side. So that is the criterion. okay, for the congruence, okay, for the congruence, okay. So let's see. Okay, so we can just write this one first. OA, I want to have the page and this is going. Okay, OA is equals to OD. So OA is equals to OD. So the reason is they are both radii. Then I can say BO is equals to CO. Okay, so BO equals to CO. They are both radii as well. Then I can say this angle AOB is equals to DOC. So angle AOC is equals to DOC. So they are vertically opposite angles. They are seen in letter X, as I said earlier. Okay, so the criterion for the congruence will be SAS, that is similar sides, similar angles, and similar sides. So that is for 10A. So let's see the next question. That's question 10B. The diameter of the circle is 10 centimeters and AB is 9 centimeters. Calculate the difference between the circumference of the circle and the perimeter of the shaded shape. Okay, so the perimeter of the circle is 10 centimeters, and we are given the side AB to be equals to 9 centimeters. Okay, so so let's take it like this. So circumference is equals to 2 pi r. So that is the circumference of a circle, and we are told that the diameter is 10 centimeters. From there, the radius is equals to 5 centimeters. So the circumference will therefore be equals to 2 times 3.14 times the radius, which is 5 centimeters. So if you do this, the circumference should be equals to 31.4 centimeters. That will be the circumference. Okay, so the next thing we need to do now, okay, so we need to find let's see, we need to find this DOC. Okay, so we need to find DOC. So by using cosine rule, so we've been told that this is 9 centimeters. Okay, this will be 9. So this will also be 9 because they are congruent. Okay, and then this place is 5. So this place will be 5. Okay, so this will be 5. This will be 5. Okay, so we can find DOC by using cosine rule because we know the 3 sides. Okay, so let's go back to that page. So we have something like this, just a rough sketch. So this is O, and this is D, and this is C. Okay, so let's see. Yes, DOC. Okay, so that's correct. So here is 9, here is 5, and here is 5. So we want to find the angle here, starting with this one, the side that is opposite to this angle. So we can call this one theta. Okay, so using cosine rule, that would be 9 squared. Okay, so if you understand cosine rule, you don't need to be writing the formula. Just apply it straight away. Equals to square of the other, sum of the squares of the other two. That will be 5 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times the product of these two. That is 2 into 5 into 5. Then cos the angle, which is theta now. So this will be 81 equals to 25 plus 25. Then this will be minus 50. Okay, 5 times 5, 25 times 2, 50. Then cos theta. Then this and this add up to 50. So you have 81 to be equals to 50. Then minus 50 cos theta. Okay, so you can bring this one here. So that will be 81 minus 50 equals to minus 50 cos theta. So if you do 81 minus 50, that will be 31, and equals to minus 50 cos theta. Divide both sides by minus 50 now, minus 50. This will cancel this, then this will give you negative. Okay, I can write that this cos theta equals to negative 31 over 50. I can find theta directly. That will be cos inverse by taking cos inverse of both sides over 50, and the value of theta here will be equals to 128.3. Okay, so since we have theta to be 128.3, so that means angle DOC is equals to 128.3. So also the other angle, which is this one, so angle angle BOA or AOB is also 128.3. So let's write here. So here we have the angle to be 128.3. So this place is also 128.3. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I want to calculate the perimeter of this shaded portion. Okay, and to get the perimeter of this shaded portion, so I need this side, which is 9 centimeters, then I need these two arcs. Okay, so that is why I'm calculating this angle. Okay, so I need 4 things. I need AB, I need DC, I need arcs AD and BC respectively. Okay, so the next thing I will do is to say that this angle, this angle, this angle, and this angle add up to 360 degrees because they are angles around a point. So let me do it up here so that you can see what we are doing. So I can say, instead of repeating these two now, I can say 2 into AOB, that's for these two vertically opposite angles, okay, then plus AOD, then instead of writing AOD and then BOC, I'll just say 2 into AOD, that is for these two angles. They are also vertically opposite angles and they are equal, so they should add up to 360 degrees. So I can say 2 into bracket 128.3 plus 2 into AOD, okay, then equals to 360 degrees. So if you input this cost here, as in the product of this, that would be 256.6, then plus 2 AOD, okay, equals to 360 degrees. So to cut this short, you need to transfer this to the other side, okay, and divide both sides by 2, okay. So that means you're going to have 2 AOD to be equals to 360 minus 256.6. So that will be equals to 103.4, and AOD will be equals to 103.4 divided by 2. So that will be 51.7 degrees. So here is 51.7 degrees. So here will also be 51.7 degrees as well. So I can now find the length of this arc because I have all the needed parameters. So we have something like this now. Okay, so I can get the length of this arc because here is 5, here is 5, and here is 51.7. So I can get the length of an arc. So don't forget the formula for the length of an arc, okay, is theta over 360 times 2 pi r. Okay, so I think I can work it out here. So the length of the arc now is equals to theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So this is theta. Fine. So the theta is what we just found now, and it is 51.7 over 360 times 2 times 3.14 times the radius, which is 5. So if you do this, input this into a calculator, you should get 4.51 centimeters. Okay, so now I can get the perimeter of everything now. So the perimeter of this one will be 4.51. That's for the arc. So the length of the arc rather is 4.51. The length of this arc is also 4.51. So I cannot get the perimeter. The perimeter will be this plus this, that is 2 into 9. Then this plus this, that's 2 into 4.51. So perimeter of the shaded portion, okay, so it will be equals to, okay, it will be equals to 2 into 4.51 for the two arcs, okay, then plus 2 into 9 for the two chords, okay. So if you do this, you should get this will give you 9, okay, then plus 18, okay, then you should get 27. So this is what we're going to get here. So now, we want to get, we know the perimeter of the shaded portion now, and we know the circumference of the circle. So we are asked to find the difference, okay? Where is it? Okay, it should be here. Oh, I was doing it in a wrong place. So we are asked to calculate the difference between the circumference of the circle, okay? Between the circumference of the circle and the perimeter of the shaded portion. Okay, so the perimeter of the shaded portion is what we just found now. We found it to be 27 centimeters. Okay, then we found the circumference of the circle to be 31.4. So the difference will now be the circumference of the circle, 31.4 centimeters, okay, minus the perimeter of the shaded portion, which we found to be 27, and the difference is approximately 4.40. Okay, so that will be the answer. That is the difference between the circumference of the circle and the perimeter of the shaded portion or shape. Okay, so this is the end of the video. So if you like this video, please kindly subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. Also turn on the notification bell to receive notification anytime I upload a new video. And I have the link to my Facebook page, okay, where we can communicate, collaborate, and then share ideas together. Okay, so the link is available in the section in the comment section below this video. Okay, and watch out for the variant. I'm done with papers 1-1 and 2-1, so I'm going to papers 1-2 and then 2-2 until we meet again. So have your fingers crossed and stay cool.